Hello, my name is Zhatelier, and welcome back for another episode of EU4 as the Papal State. In previous episode, we managed to embrace the colonialism. I believe we were also, I don't remember if it was the last episode or not, but we took care of the rebellion in Rhodes. And hopefully we'll be able to get the knights as a vassal eventually. We just need to get a bit closer. And now the problem for that, of course, is... Oh, actually, Ragusa is guaranteed by Ottomans. What about Albania? Guaranteed by Venice and the ally to Lithuania. Well, that might not be very helpful. Because Lithuania is actually quite large. Oh wow, yeah, they're bloody massive actually. Are they allied to Poland? Interestingly enough, no, they are not. Okay, I didn't expect that to be the case, to be fair, but sure. Also allied to Genoa, which does limit our expansion over here for Liguria right now. We unfortunately cannot vassalize Pisa quite yet, although what we could do, actually, is we can spend some more favors to increase the trust to maximum. It's still not going to be enough to make them a vassal for us, but it should get us a little bit closer. But let's unpause, shall we? Oh, and we lost it. Oh. Right, you don't embrace colonialism. France embrace colonialism, which I'm guessing we're going to be losing this stuff then soon. But anyway, let's go ahead and start building a bit of spy in Ferrara. I think that's going to be a fairly useful thing for us to do. And then, oh, right, there's the rivalry. Oh, Austria no longer considers France's rival. Austria no longer considers Venice's rival. Ah, right, and knowledge sharing with France ended. As I do wonder, actually, is there anyone else that we could perhaps offer that? Oh, yeah, Austria. Sure, we'll take a bit of money from them. And that should allow us to get a bit more money. We're actually getting pretty decent income right now. I suppose one of the things that we really should do is extend our military a little bit. What we're going to do is actually... What do we have with the... That's only infantry. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to start building an army right now, which is going to be a bit more infantry. Like maybe we'll take... I don't know. We'll put in 1 cavalry just in case. And then 2 artillery, and these are going to then walk with the Swiss Guard for the time being. So the Swiss Guard is going to be most of the front line, essentially, and then we've got a little bit of support units. So we're going to have 2 armies already. We might increase the numbers a bit further sooner or later. Oh, and we lost our general. Well, that's not good. What do we have? 2011. I mean, the 1 siege pip is actually quite handy. We'll probably need to get another general soon enough, though. There we go. It's only a 9,000 man army, essentially, with these 2 here. But it does have 2 regiments of cannons. Well, I suppose, yeah, we don't need a general for that army directly, because they've got the Swiss Guard general. Ooh, we lose a bit of money. Well, that's not good. We do also have quite a bit of money there. Oh, right, and we can seize the land. I don't... Actually, the loyalties aren't too bad. So we could do that. Nothing's going to drop below 30%, so we're going to be still fine. We've still got the mission to get our manpower back to 75% though. So building the new army over there might not have been all that useful for the time being, but let's also go ahead and increase the... Actually, there isn't a whole lot... Well, I suppose Ancona could get a bit of extra manpower through there. That'll do. Then there's probably going to be some manufactories that we'll build sooner or later. What about workshops? Anything good in here? I mean, a Brucey wouldn't be too bad. It's a quarter of a ducat per month increase in income, so sure, we'll do that one. Now, well, I suppose what we could also do is we can go ahead and mothball at least a fort in Urbino. I think that's going to be a fairly safe area still. But I think the forts to the south and to the north, well, mostly, I guess, northwest really. But anyway, we're going to keep those on for now. But it's, you know, saving us a little bit of money, although we've got a fairly decent income right now, so I'm not too worried about that. And actually, taxation and trade do give the most in here right now. I mean, trade makes about a bit more than a third of our total income. So if we get a little bit from the knowledge sharing and some from war reparations, although that's only Salzburg at this point, and that won't last for more than 4 more years here. So, not exactly ideal. Ah, but can we get the... No, we can't get the claim in here. Oh, because they're part of the HRA. Okay. We might need to vassalize Ferrara then. Like, there's not that many HRA nations remaining, actually, but... I guess Ferrara and myself in Italy are still... Of course, there's areas that I could add into the HRA, but I'm waiting until Austria gets elected. And Brandenburg is at least voting for them, but unfortunately, looks like Hesse might become the next ruler. Which does still keep us with the penalty for being still part of the HRU. Right, let's get a manufacturing. I think Spoleto will probably do. It may not be a huge amount of income, but it does increase the production total in there, so it's not all bad. Ooh, Count's feud in Denmark or Rathen. Jubilee in Verden, I'm sure. By all means. So we've got Siena, got coastal defense. We could probably get one in Ancona just to protect the eastern shoreline as well. Oh, and can we now get the... Yes, we can get the claim over here. Good. So now we could, in theory, declare war on Ferrara. We're not going to, because that would fail the mission that we have in here. That's going to give us a... Well, it's actually... Oh, it's a level 3 commandant. I mean, that's not too bad then. And we are up to date in all techs. How much do we need for the trade? Okay, merchant trade power plus 15. That's still going to be about 100 points away. I mean, that's not too... Actually... Sure, we can take the prestige hit to get another 25, so we're even closer to getting the ideas. And that's going to also give us the all cost to fabricate claims minus 25%. That's actually going to be really nice. And Austria wants some money. You know what? I do need Austria right now, so I'm going to give them some cash. I've got both Austria and France as allies. So we've got fairly strong 2 of the allies. Pisa is something that we're trying to sort of soften up for our stuff in here. And, oh... You know what? We're going to spend a bit of coin. The relations with Milan go down, but that's alright. We've got a few allies. I don't have a claim on them. Okay, I might want to get one. Start getting a bit of spy network there. I like keeping one diplomat free in case of emergencies. We're not the courier controller, right? No, France is. And there's a crusade against Ottomans. Oh, we lost an admiral. Well, that's not good. We're still getting about 30 tactics per month. It might be even time to start upgrading some of our advisors, really. Let's actually have a look. Is there... trade efficiency could be quite handy. Heresy in East Frisia. Well, we should definitely demand the advisor to be fired, and they comply. Excellent. Like good Christians. Okay, so Milan has converted to Reformed. There's, of course, Brandenburg and all that area. Oh, that's probably why Brandenburg is voting for... Yeah, actually, there's going to be less and less of the nations that can become the Emperor right now, until the League War hits. Oh, and there's going to go our revenue source, because the knowledge sharing is going to end. Yeah, there we go. Well, anyone else? We could offer that to the Knight. You know what? Sure. It won't pay a lot, but it's going to help our ally over here. Oh, and there's a lot of Greek separatists. Where are they going to? Zhatelier. Okay, oh, right, okay, yeah. Thessalonic. That's where they're going to. And let's go and get the merchant trade power increase right now. So cost for fabricated claims goes down, which does mean that we can get a claim on Parma a bit easier. And Parma is definitely one of those places that I do want to get to. They do have quite a few allies though, but I suppose in theory... Oh right, yeah, we don't have a Casus Belli yet. It shouldn't be too bad though. Ooh, cooperation with the merchant class. So burghers get more loyalty, trade efficiency goes up for 10 years, and yearly corruption goes down. Well, that is fantastic news indeed. Risk of trade. Okay, for 320 ducats we can get 1 mercantilism. That's going to increase burghers' influence too much though, so I'm going to say they knew what they... Ooh, we lost our admin advisor. Let's have a look. Could go for probably for the national tax modifier. I mean, we've got a decent amount of income from taxes anyway, so getting an extra 10% there probably doesn't hurt. Our trade income is still pretty decent overall, so that's always nice. Actually, we can probably get a claim. Yes, we can get a claim already in Parma. There we go. So now that we do have a Casus Belli, they are still, technically speaking, friendly towards us, but not for too long. So let's see, that would be 23,000 men. We've got 29. So I could potentially defeat them on my own. Wait, so who was Ferrara allied to? Is it just Milan? It's just Milan. If I do call them as a co-belligerent... Oh, okay. The Trade League is just Ferrara and Venice. So one of the things that I probably do need to do is start getting a bit of a foothold over here. Maybe like I guess somewhere around here, like Spalato, for example, could be... I guess that would be split. modern day. But yeah, so it's Pilato or something like that to get a little bit closer to the knights. Because we kind of need to get some sort of foothold nearby so that we can get them as a vassal. And then we'll turn them into March, to be fair. We're not going to annex them. We are going to make them somewhat strong. Hopefully we can get them a little bit more strength over here for, you know, controlling Greece and all that. Potentially even getting into... Oh, Ethiopia has conquered some Mamluk territory over here. Well, I suppose Mamluks have lost already quite a bit of land. And Ottomans are getting stronger and stronger. Although they are still split between the two sides here, so at least that's good. Do have quite a bit of money though. I do wonder. I mean, courthouses are always handy. Let's get one in Mantua. Maybe one in Siena. And then can we get another workshop somewhere? I mean, Perugia maybe. Or we could just save the money right now. Actually, marketplaces. Nah, not really anything that great. Shipyards, we could probably get at least one over here. It's Terracina. Just to get a little bit more ships going and all that. And also being able to build the ships that we're going to be building slightly faster, that's also going to help. So, the manpower, I'm only getting 256 per month. So we do have potential rebellion in Mantua, although that's probably not going to fire. Especially if we just go ahead and move in these troops in there, that should be more than plenty to reduce it to the point where it's not going to happen, let's put it that way. So yeah, Mantua is fine. We're still waiting for the manpower before we declare any walls, but I suppose we can spend some of that time to get another claim into Milan. Because getting some more land in here would be quite handy. Then we could get a border with Savoy. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea or a very bad idea. But there's one way to find out. But oh, there's also Trent. Ah. We do need Trent for one of the, or to form the Kingdom of God, don't we? We do indeed. And truly. Okay, so there's a lot of areas that we still need. Mostly in northern Italy. Actually, pretty much entirely in northern Italy, to be fair. Alright, knowledge sharing with those. And oh wow, Sweden's rivaled me. Okay, well, I guess two can play that game. And you know what, Sweden? Just because, I'm going to send you an insult. I'm not going to spend prestige for that. Still going to give us a bit of extra points over here. More trade power and all that. So it's all good. When we get another claim over here in Ramona already. We're getting a little bit extra claims in here, and I suppose so the first battle that we're going to have in this next war is going to be against Ferrara, I reckon. Probably could have been drilling some armies, to be fair. You know what, let's get this to Firenze, or not Firenze, Arezzo, and do a bit of drilling for the army until we're ready with the manpower. Oh, Teutons are having a bit of a hard time. I do actually wonder, I could ally them. Vassalization would be a little bit tricky due to the distance to borders. And one way or another, we do need to get there, though. Or, you know, get them as a vassal, I guess. Who declare war on who? Venetian conquest of Milano? Okay. How long do we have truce with Venice? 3 more years, okay. Because I have a suspicion that Venice might actually be a little bit overpowered with this. There's Milan, Ferrara, Bregenz, and Trent. So there's at least 3 of their neighbors simultaneously pouring in. That actually does benefit us quite greatly. Right, manufacturers aren't that great right now. We'll probably get another shipyard in Lucca. Oh, we got a new trader advisor, or trade advisor for cheaper price. Skill level 2. He is a reformed though, but I think we are going to take that. Because we get even more points. And we kind of do want them. We don't actually need them desperately, we do want them though. I suppose one thing that I could do is I could spend a bit of points on developing something again. I guess Spoleta might not be a terrible place to develop. It's not actually very high value in there, but we're going to go for the development cost. And then we can spend a little bit of mill points. And probably some admin points as well. Although there's another thing that I could also do. I keep forgetting to do this, but we can expand the infrastructure in Rome, for example. The government increase cost is going to be somewhat bad, but it's not that bad in the end. Like right now, it's... Actually, how much does it cost us? Right, it's always going to be 1%. At least. You know, it's 15 points. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not too bad, really. Oh, right, post 15 as a base value there, never mind. But that does give us a ability to build another building in here. Can't build the mill yet. I'm going to keep off from the ramparts. I suppose another thing that I could do is just start saving money for the Great Brochures. We've got 2 already. One in Firenze. We haven't got on a single level on that. And then we've got the St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. So those are things that we do probably want to start saving up some money for. Looks like Venice might be actually a bit stronger on this war. I do wonder if they're going to be conquering Ferrara, though. We're going to become the defender of faith. I'm probably not going to do that yet. Ooh, their fleet is pretty massive, though, so I'm probably going to go out and build up the shipyards where I can. And I suppose we could also go out and get a couple extra galleys to hunt some pirates with. So that's hopefully going to keep the trade somewhat clear. Got 96 hunting 60 guns with privateers. So, all yeah, pirates, privateers, whatnot. So we're trying to slowly gain a bit of security in there, I suppose, for our trade, because we are the biggest traders in Genoa at this point. We've got 42% of the trade there. Genoa has only got 21. Ooh, a new pope. So who controls that? Oh, it's Portugal, okay. Well, I mean, it's still better than nothing. And he's got a decent stats, actually. 533. Can't really complain too much about that. A bold fight, okay. Land leader shock, +1. And development cost goes down, tolerance of heathen goes up. It's not too bad, I suppose. We could go ahead and maybe develop this a little bit further. Try to get this to like 20 development. I think that's going to be alright. Let's save up the Diplo coins. We'll maybe get a bit more base access so we can get a few more buildings in Spoleto, including especially barracks once the farm estate is done. That's actually going to be somewhat important. Hold on. France declared war on the Swiss. Who are you actually fighting? Switzerland, Ansbach, Beirut, Lancers, Augsburg, Brandenburg, and Trier. I don't actually know if I want to join in on that one, because I've got some other fights that I want to start soon. So I'm going to decline that one. It does mean that we lose France as an ally. It does mean that we could maybe try getting someone else as an ally then. Potentially through some... Actually, I do wonder. Trent. Okay, you would not be willingly a vassal. What about Pisa? Did we manage to get the... No, it's still pretty far away getting the annexation. Although we did reduce the modifier for the economic base compared to them. So, yeah, that's at least getting slightly better. Oh, we can see small lands. You know what? Sure, I guess we'll do that. So now we're going to get to 60%, which does mean a bit more absolutism, reform, progress, growth. So we can get more of the reforms done. Bible translated. Okay, it's either heresy. You know what? Yeah, it's definitely heresy. We don't want Protestants in here. In our Catholic country. Nope, Naples embrace colonialism. Actually, is there anyone else that we could sell that right now to? Oh, there's still Albania. You know what? Sure. I'll take the quarter ducat per month from there. It's not much, but hey, it's some income. Traveling minstrel. You know what? Yeah, we'll definitely take the extra stability from there. Oh, and yeah, Ferrara got annexed. I suppose another thing that I could do, since I can't claim anything else from Milan right now, I'm going to cancel that one. I'm going to send the spy network into Venice. I do want to take Ferrara from them. I wonder if they're actually going to remove that from the HRE, or do they need to core it first? They probably need to core it. Military access to Genoa? Sure. Wait, are you fighting? You're fighting alongside her, France. Okay. Maybe that makes sense. Unhappiness among the peasantry. I'm going to spend a bit of money to... you know, ease the situation, I guess. Well, Milan's got some armies that are getting hunted down in Hungary. It looks like the main army, which actually is called the Army of Rose. Okay, well, regardless, that's getting a bit of drill going on in there, so that's good. We've got quite a bit of money. We're still saving up 4,000, so we can start building up the great works in Firenze. I mean, some prestige decay goes down a little bit. We'll get some more splendor. I think that's a fairly decent things. We can get the war score cost versus other religions. That could be quite handy. I mean, there's so many good things in Age of Reformation, really. Oh, Britain is fighting. Okay. Sure. Why is the battle of Antwerp? Really? So Brabant is getting attacked by Castile. I mean, I suppose they do have claims there. I suppose it makes sense. Right, we can go out and get another... Oh, trade steering. Yes, please. Increase that a bit further. There's one more that we can get over here, which we might actually just complete soon enough. But we are going to get some more text in a year or two, though. Oh, there goes the knowledge sharing Albania. He has ended. Or vintage. Oh, dear. Ah, right. Milan has got on truce. Have we got on the... No, we still haven't got on the manpower to 75%. We shouldn't be too far off, though. I'm pretty sure we're getting very close. Also, Spoleto, let's go and get that barracks over here. So that should be... oh, yeah. Another 1,000 manpower. Rigorous researchers. Oh, well, there we go. Truce with Venice has expired. Alright, then. I think... You know, we're going to take the Miltech right now. It's a bit ahead of time. But that does allow us with the better cavalry and better artillery. Now, I'm not entirely sure which one I'm going to take. I'm just going to go with the cavalry. Does a bit more damage on the front line, so to speak. So that's all on the attack with the fire. Rather, not the front line. I mean, take the speed on the front line, yes, but you don't want the artillery necessarily to be on the front line. Because they take a whole lot of damage. Anyway, we completed the estate agenda now, so that's good. Oh, now we're going to summon another one. I don't... They've still got quite a bit of influence. I'm going to say no on that one for now. I suppose... who's Milan allied to? Brigands and Trent. We've got 12,000 men total. Oh, so... Over there and over there. So 2 OPMs and Milan, which is kind of limited in size now. Okay, okay. I think that's doable. We'll wait for a couple of months for the troops to be ready, essentially. And then what we're going to do is we'll start attacking into Milan. It's having a bit of a rough time right now, but that's not my problem. Also, we're getting some more spy network in Venice. I'm just going to go ahead and start claiming some more of their land. Ooh, and we could take the... I could take the admin tech. I could also just save the points for do a bit of coring. But what idea group do we actually want next? I mean, I know that taking something like economic ideas early on would be very handy. On the other hand, we could try to go for another military idea, for example, because we're not using the middle points too much right now. Going for the quality ideas, for example, could be somewhat handy. Although, what do we have? Oh yeah, the trait efficiency is quite handy indeed. So we could go for that one. That would make our troops much better. That's one option. There's, of course, also the diplomatic ideas, which we could try to get to potentially get some more vassals and annex things diplomatic and all that. There's, of course, the religious ideas, which would give us the Deus Vult eventually, which means that... I mean, it's basically the early imperialism casus belli, essentially. Which means that you can declare war on anyone that is not of your religion, essentially. And take a lot of land. It's not quite as good as imperialism, but it's still pretty decent, I would say. So that might be also an option. At the same time, we're probably going to have to spend a lot of admin points in the near future on some conquest again. At least occasional conquest. So I might go for another military idea. I think we're going to go probably for the quality. I'm not necessarily going to go ahead and take that quite yet. We're going to save out the points for now. The troops are now ready, so let's go ahead and declare war on here. I think Parma is going to be a war goal. And then we're going to go ahead and just siege that one down, and we'll send in... Okay, we can't actually get into Trent. Okay, well, I guess we'll just go to Cremona. Portuguese exile. I'll take the prestige, by all means. Now, luckily, we don't need to worry about navies in this war, because, well, all the enemies, rather, are landlocked. Does make life a little bit easy. Right, so we're going to go ahead and send that one to Pavia, and the other ones... and they're now moving there? Nope, they still can't get to Trent or Brigands, so it's just Milan versus us. I mean, fair enough, I suppose. I mean, maybe we can go through... Oh, right, yeah, we just need to get it through Como, and then we can maybe get to... Oh, no, we can get to Trent, maybe. Let's have a look who's in there. I don't think we actually have the troops to siege it down, though. Not necessarily. We could go... Oh, okay, we can't go through there. Well, we can start sitting in the mountains. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Other than, you know, a lot of attrition, they attack us, we get destroyed. That sort of things. Ooh, yes. We're going to start building up the trade project in Firenze. Just to make sure that we don't lose prestige quite as quickly. Oh, there we go. Siege of Pavia has been sorted out, rather. Let's go ahead and send this army actually to Como. Oh, Milan's heading out to Avignon. I mean, that doesn't surprise me at all. Not one bit. I could probably try to vassalize Trent. Because I know that we need them. Sooner or later. Let's go ahead and move through over here. See what the enemy does. They're probably consolidating the troops a little bit. I don't think they can run. I mean, they can try. They can't hide. Okay, we caught the smaller one at least. I don't know how far we need to change that one, but we'll start running. Jubilee Mains, excellent idea. Okay, we caught them in the mountains by the looks of it. A bit costly battle for us, I reckon, but I think we can still do this. Oh yeah, there we go. Don't know where they're going now. They could be going all the way to Bregenz. Ah, right, I can't go in a direct line there. Well, we can go after Trent next. Trent, I do want to vassalize. So I think we'll kind of stack wipe with that army. Go and siege down their capital. Okay, we might not stack wipe the army, but we're definitely going to go and siege down their capital. And then we can go from there. Oh, Peter no longer has religious turmoil, but they are reformed. Well, the province is reformed. They are, technically speaking, not. Oh, right, and we've got expensive edict here. We could probably put the trade power back. That should increase our income even further. And I suppose it might be time for us to get the admin tech now. It's still a bit ahead of time. Oh, what do we have? One dialect. Ah, right. Tolerant heretics. Military strength goes up. I'll take it. And then, okay, stability cost goes up, but tolerant heretic goes up. You know what? Sure. We'll take that one. There was also the act of uniformity. That's the institution embracement cost. I don't suppose we have any. No, we don't have anything to convert yet. Probably will do, though. But yes, we'll go for the quality ideas next. We'll get that one underway. We can get infantry combat ability, among other things, there quite nicely. And that should then be enough for us to get the... Oh dear, our master recruiter has died. Can we get a... That discipline advisor is pretty good. That's level 3, and for 4 ducats a month, that's not too bad, actually. Not bad at all. I mean, we did get that through event, or one of the missions, I believe. So it doesn't surprise me as such. Ooh, Urbino's getting some stuff. What do they have there? We have 752. You know what? Since it's a grain province, I'm going to go for base manpower there. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll get the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.